Won 2 PLOs the game this time. In for 500. The game is super dependent on the lineup as it plays no max. And we got a good one here. Ace 10-10-3 tri-suited. Worth a raise even under the gun in a full ring table, as players almost never 3-bet unless they have aces. Dream flop in the overfull. A key thing for this hand is not to check. We want 3 streets from a 5 that almost never folds, but will sometimes check. Players do not adjust to 6-way action. I will personally never bet here unless I have at least ace-5. So if you're sitting there with 5-4-3 deuce, that is actually an easy fold. Players will, of course, never fold trips, as they didn't come all the way to the casino to make 3 of a kind to fold it. Even picking up our flush draw, we will gladly get rid of, and get 3 streets from a 5 that actually rivered a smaller full house on the river. Paired boards are the most mistake prone, and it is crucial to play them well in PLO, as you can very well be drawing thin, and as thin as 1 out with trips in these crazy multi-way scenarios. Double suited aces, and we go 7 ways. Why not? Aces do actually play well multi-way. They just turn into a set or jet hand. Suited aces add in set or flush draws. Double suited aces turn actually into a crush multi-way. We go to a great flop, 9-5-3 with 2 of our suit. So we have aces, already okay on this disconnected low board, plus a wrap to the 3rd nut straight on a 6 or 4, 2nd nut on a deuce, and a nut on an ace, with, of course, the nut flush draw. We will be the slight favorite even against a set. Not much to think about. We bet 100. Really want to get all types of hands in there, and we get 2 callers. Turn is an offsuit queen, and we face a check and a bet of 200. Question now is, should we call or just go all in? I think the most likely hand he has is queen 9, and we will be the slight favorite now. I think the best play is to push, and that is what we do. Some fold equity maybe is better than none. Plus, it is hard to get paid if we stay good with aces. Calling does have some advantages, though, as it could bring in the 3rd player with weaker made hands as well as draws. But I do believe shoving is best, as it could fold some hands, or we could be way ahead of maybe a queen high flush draw. Plus, even 2 pair we are slightly ahead of, so more money into the pot is good. We decided to run it twice, and I'm happy to run it twice unless the player is short stacked and on my right. Then it would be disadvantageous for me to continue letting that player I have position on stay short stacked. First run out is a 3, so we counterfeit his 2 pair of queen 9 like we thought, and the second is an ace, giving us the 2nd place set of aces as they get discarded for the 4 deuce wheel. Hard to mess this hand up, as we had almost 80% equity on the flop and slightly more than 50% on the turn. Last hand we play a 7-way bomb pot and look down at a beauty. Ace, king, queen, jack double suited, and flop top 2 pair and a gut shot to Broadway. We value bet 50 and get min raised by the player on our left and get 2 short stacks to go all in. I decide on a call, and I like that decision. We don't have much to worry about, and getting called by worse would be hard, as I believe smaller 2 pair would fold, or at least they should, as I have 0 fold equity against 2 players already all in. The turn I face the same bet, and I believe I made a mistake by just calling here. Players tend to overestimate their hands, especially this player, so I should have read the situation as a weak 2 pair that doesn't know what to do and bet small. I should have clicked it back to 200 or something like that. Mistake on my part, as I don't think a set bet so small. Players tend to play very face up and don't want to get drawn out on and play an overprotective style, so betting pot with sets. River brings in my straight, and I believe I make another mistake here and bet way too big of 500. 2 pair is not going to call this bet. I should have made it 100 to 200, and it would have highly likely been getting called, instead of here being incredibly unlikely. Not my proudest hand, as I drag in the pot. Super fun action table. Don't let the 1-2 PLO at Outlaws Card Room fool you. It plays much bigger. I cash out for $18.35 for a profit of $13.35. Not a bad day's work. Improving while currently winning is a great recipe for success.